Super Bowl champ, future Super Bowl champs. Congratulations on what you did with your son too, Corey. Good shit, man. I'm proud. I'm proud of the kids, man. Next generation doing their thing, right? My son, motherfucking balling too right now, man. Hopefully he bring home his first championship, first year of basketball, double doubles every night. Knox, what's going on, big guy? Harold Burgers, the Burgers in the building. Hollywood Lions in the building. What's Gucci? There go the kid, the GOAT, Jungle. What's up, cuzzo? You got niggas leaving your division left and right. Jesus Christ. What you over there doing to people, man? For real. What you over there doing to people, cuz? Indifferent in the building. Good kid, man. Take a look at these standings while we still getting the load-ins in. Hawk still in the vortex. He went from running the street to a post last night. What the fuck? That's your shit, Bigger Belly. You gotta find a way to stop them linemen from rotating. He's going to guard the tackle. Ain't my shit. I got somebody else stationed right now. What's up, love? Not yet. It's hot, right? What's wrong? Come on, man. You keep saying indirect in the building. We know who you are. Saints here. Gator fan. What up, kid? So what's going on in this AFC North, man, before we get into some of the stuff we're trying to do going into this real draft shit, baby. Bengals at 13-1, Browns back 10-4. With the one looking for their playoff push. That's what's up. Circumbob Ben copped out. How about all the people that cop out as soon as they feel like they can't make the playoffs, man? How do we change that? I gotta give Booney a call. I ain't talked to Booney in a couple of days, but he should be on his way back, man. I think everything clearing up on his home front. So 0-14 Ravens, and Lamar getting old as hell too. What we gonna do over there? One game left, man. Bengals won the division. Browns still fighting to get in. Look like they'll be the 5th seed right now. Texans coach still got a shot to make the playoffs. Can Snake get into these offs? Or D West gonna sneak in the building? AFC East battle between the Patriots and the Jets right now. With one game left. Or 2 for the Patriots. Chiefs, Broncos still got a shot right now at 8-6 to make the offs. I don't know you could. Don't call my phone if I don't know your number. On the north side of things, damn, Vikings fighting for a playoff spot right now. I thought the Vikings was like 8-1. Oh yeah, his running back went down. That's right. Hollywood Lions is in the building right now. Shit, 10-4. He's been on an 8-game winning streak. That's a nice little run right there. South Bucks 10-4. Panthers 9-6. Reef is back. Relevant again. Oh shit. 9-6 Reef. And then Jungle and a whole shitload. This is like the most entertaining division right here. Eagles about to fire their whole coaching staff. 6 Oos holding it down though. Okay, 6 Oos. 9-5 over this bitch. And then in the West, we got a bunch of tank nations over here. Seahawks doing what they do, 14-1. Niners fighting for a playoff spot. So let's look at that right now. So in the NFC, you got Seahawks, Cowboys. Look like Lions gonna win that division. Bucks gonna win his division, so that's your 4 division winners right here. So then you got 4 division winners, 1, 2, 3, 4 going in, and then you got 5th and 6th spots. So that fight is between the Giants, Vikings, Niners, Panthers. Did I what? You get me, bro. Did I get what? That's a nice little fight here. These 9 and 5 teams, man, with 1 game left. Well, some of them got 2 games left. So, who gonna get that 5th and 6th spot, man? Can 6 Ooze make his way into the playoffs? Can McCoy still hold it down and get in? And can Nandos do it for 2 seasons straight? And can Reef make his 2nd appearance in the playoffs over here? AFC side of things, it's a little trickier. You got Chiefs, Bengals, Jags all in. The Patriots win tonight. I don't know, look like the Patriots can get the 4th seed, so it look like the 4th seed will be the Patriots. And then you got Browns with the 5th seed, but still fighting with the Jets, Texans, Broncos, the Colts. I don't think Knox played this game yet. Nice little playoff matchups going over here right now. See who's gonna get to where and when they gonna get. Alright. That's the standings right now. What games? Some big games I gotta get played now. I think some big games tonight. I'll start right away with where I'm at. I saw it earlier. I'm gonna go back down to it. Here we go. Cowboys, Vikings. This game can put McCoy in the playoffs or out of the playoffs tonight whenever they play. When y'all play Jungle, this is a big game. It's a tune-in game. You got another Redskins Giants game is big too, on the sense of playoff positioning for the Giants. Redskins can upset him, knock him out to give him beat a potential playoff team, knock him out. This game don't matter as far as well, it do matter. They both, Falk's in, but Snake can pull an upset here. This can get him and keep him in a playoff run over here, which is big. But this game is big because of the shit talking. These guys been going at each other for months now. I feel like it's been forever. I mean, they blew the chat up yesterday. At the end of the day, you're playing a video game, right? So it comes down to football at the end of the day. So you got your opportunity, Snake, to shut him up, or Falk, you got your opportunity to shut him up. I mean, this thing started a while ago. It started with calling Falk Andy Reid. Also, Falk started fighting back on it. Y'all been going at it to the point where it's on site type shit. So, can you step into that big boy ring right now and knock off the Giant? That's all it comes down to. He got to come to Indianapolis at the end of the day. So he got to come to you. You played a hell of a game last night against me. It was a nice little frustrating game, man. So I guess you play like that, we can see anything can happen right now. But I'm going to tell you right now, Snake, don't let this man come in here and put up, huh? Yeah, I had to go down there. She went to go see the baby. Don't let him come in the building and put 70 up on you. You better not. I'm telling you right now, you better not. Broncos-Eagles game, if Ty play it, is a big game too for the Broncos. So we got a couple games that's big coming up in the last 2 weeks of the season, going into the playoffs right now. So that's that. But all right, so what I really wanted to talk about, I mean, I will post some stats and stuff. Let's just get all of what's going on right now in the league stuff out the way right now. Look at the awards real fast. All right, so Charlie Ward up for MVP. Top 5 is Spencer, Beckwith, Falk, and James. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Spencer, Ward, DeMarcus Falk, Aaron Foster. NFC, Beckwith, James. James been beasted too. Bryant, cheating ass, Riley Craig. Falk saw. I'm gonna keep it off the show. Jungle, remind me to DM you, bro. Oh my god. Oh god. Anyway, defensive player of the year is right now Raphael Batten, linebacker, Ray Barner, linebacker, Michael Enriquez. This guy hitting hard right here. Meeks and Griffin. Shaquem's still playing well. Lucky he's still playing well too, because that's going to take something that's going to help you when it comes out in a real draft. I'm bad on defensive players right now. Lockhart, Urlacher, Boulware, and Brian Gonzalez at D tackle getting the quarterback. Jimmy Voorhees, the murderer. I'm murdering motherfuckers. AFC Offensive Rookies of the Year, wide receiver Sam Skaggs, Nick Cherry, running back Devon Holmes, Lucas Gonzalez, I think he played tight end, I don't know, I'm not sure. Peter Neal, another receiver. NFC, we got rookies, Bryant, Valentine. Valentine up here, he's been hurt for about 8 weeks. McFadden, Marcus McFadden, replaying really well with yeah, you ain't see, that's what I wanted to show you. Are they still out there? Yeah, that's what they, all that drilling and shit, that's what that was. It was, I don't know what they doing. I don't walk out, what the fuck y'all doing? Dude laughed like, okay, what are y'all doing? Like, the fuck? People in here sleeping and shit, out here motherfucking banging and motherfucking drilling and shit. What the fuck going on? They ain't never say what it was though, fuck faggots. McCoy got 2 running backs up here. And Rashad McKinney. Reef, what position this guy play? That offense or defense? That's the offense. Yeah, offense, my bad. I did AFC already. Yep. Defensive players, rookies of the year, Keegan Mahoney, linebacker. You got Sean Simmons, Desmond Beverly, the corner, Harmon Quick, first overall pick, Harvey Barnes. NFC, I'll look at these guys, check some of their stats out. Jawan Osgood, the safety, I seen him play a couple times, he's balling. Demaria Seymour, Marcus Bernard, Brendan Nelson, and Merton Hanks Jr. Best quarterbacks in the NFC right now: D-Rose, Bolton, Cruz, McCain, Crocker. Same guys, still putting in work. Ward, Mahomes, Duran. Love to see Joey Duran up there after coming from the Bills. His rookie contract over there running around with the Bills was terrible. Now he's a player now. Willie Beeman balling, and Paul Henry balling. At running back, you got Spencer, Foster, Braxton, and Willie Parker. That's the old Triple X. NFC running backs, you got Beckwith. Chris James has emerged as a superstar in this league. Roger Craig, Michael B. Jordan, this fucking guy. Walter Payton, Gail Sayers. Wide receivers, Bryant, Hayes, McFadden, Urkel, and Washington. AFC, Sheldon Ward, Calvin Johnson, Moss, Simpkins, Hardman. O-line, City D-line. Brian B.G. Gonzalez, this guy is murdering quarterbacks this year from the D-tackle spot. Amani Arrington, Bruce Smith, and Simeon Rice, Sean Price. NFC, those guys getting to the quarterback. DeAndre Killins is still around doing what he do. Kyle Barkley, Shamir Young, Kamara Henderson on a trade over there from the Texans to the Seahawks is balling, and John Cena. Best linebackers on the NFC side: Batten, Barner, Enriquez, Griffin. Enriquez is a big story because his first year he really didn't produce at all for the Seahawks. Got a position change and he's been out there balling all year. And Shaquem Griffin, they're 30 years old out here putting in work. Anthony Meeks, I think he played linebacker too, yeah, linebacker. I'm ready to call him a safety like I ain't looking at linebackers. What's going on over here? DBs over here. Reggie Salas is a dog. Montrell Finley, so quiet as kept, he played really well at corner. Stephon Hubert been balling all year. Javarius Moore at safety as an old head. By him continue to ball right now, he get to keep all his shit. Sheldrick Redwine, he got both his safeties balling right now. That's solid. And I don't know what just happened. Tell me if y'all can still hear me. You. Alright, there we go. Alright, yeah, because that shit just almost blue screen. Alright, so they the DBs right now. Go look at some stats right now. And look at NFL, what's going on around the league. Who's putting in work. Rose sitting up here, top 5. Alright, so Patrick Mahomes is up there in age, 29 years old, but he's still balling all out right now. So he's good. Chase Ward, Hunter Winslow, and Bolton for yards wise. Touchdowns. Ward with 56, D Rose 52, Mahomes 48, Paul Henry 32, Tom Cruise 31. Rushing status right now. Who carrying the ball the most? DeMarcus Falk took over for Beckwith. The young brothers over here who run the ball more than anybody. The Falk 294, 277. Well, let's see, we got 2,000-yard backs right now. 3 of them right now. Beckwith, Spencer, and Falk, all 2,000-yard backs. James is on his way to 2,000. Roger Craig got 2 games, I think, to better do it. Without Aaron Foster to get there, but here we go. Walter Payton been balling all year long. Braxton and Michael B. Jordan. Fucking Apollo Creed. James Spencer, 29 touchdowns. Chris James, 29. He just had an explosive 7-game touchdown 2 advances ago. Marcus Falk with 26. Beckwith 22. Roger Craig 19, and then Aaron Foster 18. Receiving wise, 98 catches for Bryant. I think Gesicki and Calvin Johnson sitting there 75. That's huge. Let's go look at the yards right now. 2,000 yarder with Bryant. Sheldon Ward 1593. Calvin Johnson 1407. Hardman 1380. Simpkins 1299. You got Moss with 1235. Bob Hayes 1199. Peter Ward and Pratt follows that up. Touchdown wise right now, 27 from Bryant, Calvin 22, Sheldon 20, Moss 20, Pratt 19, Hayes 18. Defense, who getting my favorite stats? Let's go look at it. I want to see tacklers and not computer guys. So Hugh Jackman, and he playing all his games with 102 tackles right there. That's solid. Meeks 93. Tyler Steele 92. I'm only going to guys that I know that's playing their game. 92 with Roquan and Keegan Mahoney. That's good. But my favorite stat tackle for loss right now, Raphael Batten 25. Zuko still doing it 23. Meeks always up there with 21. Terrell Suggs, he's not playing. Ted Lockhart 20, and Ray Lewis. Sacks 27.5. That's from the linebacker spot. But this is huge right here. BG's at D tackle with 23.5. That's solid. Lockhart 20.5. Lawrence Taylor 19.5. DeAndre Killins 18.5, and Arrington 17.5. Get to them quarterbacks, fellas. You know how it go. Who picking off quarterbacks the most? Sean Simmons at safety for Buffalo. Jesse Bates still doing it, getting old as shit, still putting in work. Keon Crossan, Chad Jones II. Knox been having his safeties up there every year too. Montrell Finley with 9, Salas 9, Deion Sanders 9, Saxon 9. We got a bunch of 9s tied right there. All right, so that's stats. I'm not going to talk about top offense and defensive teams and nothing like that. Let's get to this real draft shit, what I want to tell y'all. All right, so keeping this season, keeping this league, here's my reason why I think this is important. And then those that's not paying attention to this, you're gonna have to go back and watch the video, because when I start making some of these changes, you're not gonna understand it, and I'm not gonna care. Simple as that. So all y'all that's paying attention right now, I appreciate y'all, man. And y'all definitely will get y'all contract restructures, which is important right now. So my thought process of keeping the same league, the pros for it and the cons, I was 50-50 on this. Starting a new league is always fresh and gives us, we've always started real draft and had that energy, that new energy to continue to lead. But here's my thing to it. I think this, at the end of the day, when we first started the real draft process, it was through spreadsheets, but then Madden caught up to our real draft system. So they caught up to it, and then they allowed you to download people rosters and all that good shit. So I kind of think, it ain't take away from it, but it kind of stepped into what we were doing. Now, within this Madden coming out and the draft classes being completely terrible, we kind of already been doing real draft. The only difference is just no names. These guys are coming out Madden rookies, but I've been upgrading them and putting them in situations like our real draft rosters would look. So we kind of, our Game of Thrones is really real draft. So it's like, all right, we already been doing real draft, man. Let's try to keep a league where we can see some of these guys retire, go up into record books and shit with NFL stats and all that. And I'll do another podcast to show why that's important to me, because we never seen guys actually put work like Patrick Mahomes. Let's see him you know, get up into the age where he's not a starter no more, and we see him up there with Peyton Manning's and Tom Brady's, just all, you know, all of us diehard Madden players that would like to see, you know, stats like that, NFL record breakers, all that type of shit. All right, so it's like, all right, we already been doing real draft, so why not continue to do it? But here's the thing: a lot of people have rosters that's already built. So how do you keep the real draft players coming in relevant? Well, top guys and guys that know how to manage their roster know exactly how to do that with no issue. You have an age gap on your teams that most of y'all probably don't even abide by. I could tell when I go look through y'all rosters, y'all don't abide by. But in your head, as a GM, systematically, you should already be thinking the age where you capping off these guys. It's a certain age that a guy shouldn't be getting paid $100 million. It's just that simple. A lot of you guys got a lot of that on y'all rosters right now. So how do I keep the entire league balanced and to be able to enjoy these real draft roster guys that's coming in? Because now you're getting real college players all the way down to high school, because we go as deep as sophomore year in high school and bring these guys out. We project where they're going to go, and we project them through film. Like, it's a lot of work that get put into me making these rosters. All right, but right now you have the combine that's happening this weekend, so pay attention, because there's always a guy that's going to run a 4.2 that's probably not going to go in the first round or anything like that, or you never heard of, that 4.2 makes him a great Madden player. You know what I'm saying? Just like DJ Chark that 1 year, Interstate 11 that 1 year, they both ran 4.3s, and they became great Madden players right away. You know what I'm saying? So pay attention to the combine, man, y'all, because the numbers on these guys now. I did a regular build on some of the rookies, most of the rookies already, but they're going to subject to change. Their ratings and their combine numbers are going to change until the weekend's over with. So once the weekend's over with, I'll have real data for every player. Shout out to Mike for helping me out with all this all the time. But we'll have real data, weight bench, you know, shuttle, so that's acceleration, that's strength. We're going to have, I'll watch plenty of film to see how they play on field, to be able to give you if a receiver is a good catcher, catching traffic, he got bunnies to go up over top of people, special catch. All that stuff is going to get watched, and I'm going to do countless of work for y'all to be able to give us the most accurate overalls with these guys. All right, now if that's done the right way, it will be a disbalance in the league, because our regular real draft rosters, Game of Thrones rosters, are, you guys got guys that's 90s plus and high and above. So we have to find a way to balance that to be able to make these real draft guys important. All right, and it can happen. Again, like I said, I already been kind of transferring my roster over now to be able to prepare for it. But I know the top guys know how to do all that and understand it, but everybody don't. So here's my suggestion. First thing I want y'all to look at is salaries. As I go through the league, you're going to see a common thing with most teams. All right, look at the cap. That's all I want y'all to look at, is the cap space. Now, look at his first player up there, age, and how much money he making. I'm waiting for somebody to be smart like, damn, you gonna pay that old ass nigga $112 million for real? Fuck. Alright, so I'm gonna go through rosters. Lions, $6.18 million. Again, look at his highest paid players. And look at ages. Look at Saints roster. I'm gonna look at everybody roster. Getting through it. Alright. Packers got money because he ain't been playing, so they done cut all his players, and he done. Look at Reef's roster. Now here go the thing. Let's look at Reef's oldest players. Like, this corner should not still be making $72.6 million. He shouldn't even be a factor on your team. He shouldn't be getting paid $29 million. Don't worry. The guru is got a solution for everybody. Relax. Just look at the ages and look at these numbers, all right? That's all I want y'all to see. And Mrs. Goodell is the reason why I understand what to do with this, to make these rosters back to building again. So when we do have this draft, for real draft, it's going to be a nice little start over. All right, Patriots got a couple dollars. Raiders got a couple dollars. They ain't got no goddamn money either. Rams got a couple dollars. Ravens got a couple dollars. You can tell the inactive guys who hasn't done a draft or all season in a while. Redskins got a couple dollars. Saints. Let's go look at the ages. Alright. I mean, you can get away with a fullback, but this linebacker shouldn't be making that type of money. Kicker, you can get away with that, but I will cut him too. Alright, Winovich at 29 years old. Left tackle at 29, making 82. Davenport, 28. I wouldn't be paying him 48 at all. McCoy, you starting to see the faces. They're regular picture face guys. All burgers ain't no love. Right. So, but look, McCoy, right here. These guys, all regular face guys that shouldn't be getting paid right now. You should already be transitioning into the computer fake faces. You know what I'm saying? Those type of players. Seahawks sitting over here. He done rebuilt. But Ty Gurley sitting on his roster. 36 million. No need for that, right? Alright, so y'all get my point. I'm not gonna go through everybody's shit. Last year contracts and no bonus money don't matter. I know, buddy, I know you're the math. Don't give me no advice. You don't do our shows no more, fuck you. I don't need your advice, dog. Snake butt ass. Give him, even though he the money math wizard for me, he always helping me with that. But he don't fuck with me no more. He don't get on chat. He don't motherfucker do podcasts with me no more. Fuck out of here. I don't need your advice. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Tell him again, Miss Goodell. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, dog. Fuck out of here, dog. We're way better than that, dog. All right, so y'all see what I'm going through, right? The ages and all that. So here's what I'm coming up with, and I think that will be a thing that better clean some of these rosters up. All right. So let's go. NFL by position, by age. All right, so let's take a look at this. Russell Wilson should not still be a blitz radar. He shouldn't still be a superstar. Russell Wilson hasn't started since 3 seasons when he was his last 3 seasons as a Seahawk. He wasn't even a starter, right? So Russell Wilson should not be sitting here on superstar, X Factor, blitz, all that. He hasn't played. Now he don't have a signing bonus, which is good. So Mike can cut him, and we want him in free agency. It's time for Russell Wilson to leave the league. All right, but not just Russell. It's guys that got guys on their team right now starting. For example, Baker Mayfield. He's not a starter, but all right. So Andrew Luck, he's going to lose his superstar abilities. These guys that are old, you ain't done nothing. You ain't done nothing. What are you talking about? You know what they don't. What are you talking about? Anyway, Wentz, Trubisky's, Baker Mayfield's, Josh Allen's, Deshaun Watson. So now you get down to the 29-year-olds. I'm getting to something, fellas. Just bear with me. Patrick Mahomes. All right, so Patrick Mahomes would be a great example to use. Patrick Mahomes, 29 years old. I think with quarterbacks, you start there, 29 years old. But Patrick Mahomes, any shows in a while. Oh yeah, nah, I haven't done that in a while. You right, my shit was down, but I'm still blaming y'all. All right, so anyway, Patrick Mahomes at 29 years old. What I would do is I would take a look at him, and then I would look at him and say shit like this. All right, Patrick Mahomes is still a full-time starter. He's still playing at a high level, right? A really high level. All right. So you'll take his last couple seasons, you still see him playing at a high level. So I would look at Patrick Mahomes and I would leave him alone. Alright? But then I would go down, make sure I'm at age. So then I would come down to a Baker Mayfield and I'll see this. I want to see what his contract is. Alright, yeah, so this is stuff that will get done. So I saw his contract, right? Where you at, Baker? I see his abilities and stuff, and then I go again and I check his stats and shit as a 30-year-old quarterback in his league, who's now in a backup, by the way, doesn't even play. So you see this, 0 stats amongst Baker Mayfield right now, right? So what happened is Hillburgers has the opportunity for me to come to his roster at a 30-year-old quarterback that's not being used anymore and get his signing bonus cleared. This is how I'm going to help y'all with no cap money. He gets his signing bonus cleared, right? That's a clear cut. Now he could cut this guy, but Baker will not, I repeat, Baker will not have his abilities anymore. Alright? Now I'll take him down to a star. But he will not have his abilities no more. So you're going to cut him. Now Deshaun Watson, we know he died the moment he got there. Right? So Deshaun Watson, same thing. The up-age quarterbacks. I will take his signing bonus off to give you the opportunity to cut him without losing any money. But he's going to lose his abilities along with that to go inside free agency. Alright? And now I'm going to do this with every position when it comes down to age. The only one that's tricky for me, I think, is the linemen, because linemen play well in their 30s. All right, so the offensive lineman will be tricky for me. But then you get over here to the running backs, and you get a guy like Alvin Kamara, who hasn't been a starter or made a fucking play in the league in 3 seasons. He loses all that, but we also give you a situation where you can cut him. But he's not going to be superstar no more, X factor. Now what happens is, as I start taking these X factors away from these guys and these superstar abilities away from these guys, their value goes down. They sit in free agency. We start moving away from these guys. All right, so now you're clearing space, because guys will still go get a Jamal Adams at safety at 30 years old, because he still has everything, superstar ability. But Jamal Adams hasn't made a play in 3 seasons. He don't deserve to have all that shit anymore. So you start cleaning up the rosters through age first. So you go through the running backs. Elliott doesn't play anymore. Cook is playing. So I will have to do a evaluation of Cook and see if he's worth still keeping up there or not, because he's still playing. But McCaffrey's still being used, but also Reef got a bat that he don't really need McCaffrey no more. So now he can go into free agency without McCaffrey and let him go, but he'll drop down if somebody decides to pick 29-year-old McCaffrey and they have a great year with him. Then we'll reevaluate that at the end of the year. Like, okay, he played well this year. He was in top 5 in touchdowns. All right, we'll move him up, because the game going to bump him up anyway. So you guys got a chance to bring him back up. Now, Nick Chubb, this was a really big thing for me. 29-year-old Nick Chubb. He's hurt right now, but you go look at what he's out for 20 weeks. This guy's done. But you go look at Nick Chubb. Wait. I don't want to see what's going on. Career. Nick Chubb is falling off. So Nick Chubb loses all that. Goes down to a star. You know what I'm saying? But Jungle get the opportunity to cut him. So he'll lose his signing bonus. Anybody that I take down will lose a signing bonus. So you guys won't get penalized for cutting these guys. So my plan is for your roster to start looking like this. And that's through every position age-wise, all right? Right now, DeAndre Hopkins, 33 years old. If you go look at his stats, if he's not playing up to a superstar ability, he's going to drop, and then you have an opportunity to put him in free agency. We want to get these guys out of here. And I honestly, me personally, I think the cutoff age is 28. At 28 years old, you can make a decision on these guys, all right? And that's every position we're going to do this at. Like, Reef got corners on his team right now that's 30 years old, making more money than anybody I know. Like, you can't do that anymore. Get rid of these guys. Take the gift I'm giving you. You don't need them no more. Like, this guy shouldn't be on your roster no more, period. Get rid of them. Denmark, these type of guys, they need to go. Stop holding on to these guys, because you got a whole wave of guys coming in that you can draft and put back to the situation. So what you kind of want to get your roster down to is that 26 on down age bracket. All right. So you can't be scared to give up guys that you done built and you fell in love with. You got to be able to get rid of those guys, man, because you got a whole wave of new players coming in that you can fall in love with and build and make work. But for this to work, you guys got to be willing to get rid of these guys, man. Y'all got to let these rosters start to reset over. Like if I was Reed and I'm on his roster right now, Jamal's 26. It's your franchise quarterback. You can keep this quarterback. All right, McCaffrey got to go. But then you got McCain and another running back right here. You got 2 young backs you can keep around. But McCaffrey got to go. All right, at fullback, I don't really care about fullbacks because you can hold on to them as long. But now you're looking at a transition between Curtis Samuels and DJ Moore. All right, Waller 26, Clinton Jenkins is 22. Marcus McFadden, you got your replacements for these guys already. So there's no need for these guys to still be around right now. So this is a situation where I'm going to, now, especially if they're not productive as they was. Now, if Curtis Samuels is still productive and he's putting up numbers for you, then of course, do what you do with it. So then we'll get a valuation of 27. You're going to average out what he's been doing in the last few seasons to what you got him doing right now. And maybe instead of him losing his superstar X factor going all the way down to a star, he just drops down to a superstar. And it's your choice to keep him or not, but you want to start transitioning from these type of players right now. All right, and you have the receivers to transition from. Tight ends, they're young. This guy should go. Like I said, with the line is tricky because guys play older on the line. So I'll stay away from that right now. But Brian Burns at 27 years old, you want to make a decision. He's still a dog. He's still top guy in the league. You're going to keep this guy on your roster. That's your call. All right. You're kind of cool here. D tackles. You're kind of cool here. This is what you want to look like though. This type of age. Like you want these type of ages to look on your rosters right now. All right. Kind of cool here. And then some of you are like me, Jungle, Bigavelli. For example, I can go to Jungle's roster right now, right? And I know for a fact Jungle gonna do this. He already did it. He's cleaning his roster up right now. Look at this roster. It's already cleaned up. You know what he's doing. Already resetting it. But then Jungle can do something like this. I got Braden Lester, I got Devin Bush, and I got 22-year-old Raphael batting right now. I can get rid of these 2 guys right here. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to trade them because they still hold value. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to trade them. If I can't trade them, then I'm gonna hit the commission up and say take their signing bonuses off. They're not playing for me no more. And I'm pitting them in free agency. Simple as that. And you don't lose anything. The only thing they're gonna lose is they're gonna go from selfless to superstar. Selfless to superstar. Because these guys are still productive for Jungle. I know that. But he has the capital now to get rid of these guys. So now, when he go to the real draft, he know he can draft another outside linebacker, and that guy got a shot to get built and play. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just sitting there and just stacking your roster, you start getting rid of guys. Go to corner. Greedy Williams, 27 years old. He's on his way out the door. I can guarantee you Jungle ain't going to care about him anymore. Michael Lockley, 26, is your #1 corner. Byron Jones will lose his shutdown. He's going to drop down to a star, period. Westry hasn't really been doing anything in a couple seasons. He's going to drop down to a star. Now you got his new corner in the building, Jawan Osgood. Right? And then maybe he's going to draft somebody, but he do got Dre Bly sitting down here at the bottom right here. I like that. I don't know if he's going to develop him or not, but now he got space to go get one of them dog corners coming out, especially since he got the draft pick, because he's ready to get rid of 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how you got to look at your roster. You got to look at it and say, all right, I got a safety right now. This guy's 26 years old. He 5'9". He really don't hold value. I'll just keep him on my roster or whatever, but I'm of age now. Fitzpatrick, time to go. You know what I'm saying? 28-year-old Fitzpatrick. Adrian Colburn, he ain't on no superstar abilities though. But Minka Fitzpatrick is. Somebody can trade for the 28-year-old if y'all interested in him, or don't. But if he ain't top 5 starting or top 10 in stats and all that shit, he will not be a superstar X factor anymore. So y'all get where I'm going with this? Age matters, and you want to get your teams down to appropriate age sets to be able to reset your rosters for real drafts. Like if I go to the Chargers roster, it's the same shit over and over again with certain people. And we all done it, but we all got to start building these rosters back up again. All right? Russell Wilson won't be on his team anymore. And he got his running backs. You know what I'm saying? If you look at Mike's already there. Most likely Mike's already going to be there. You know, look, I haven't seen a 26-year-old on his team yet. This is the way to go right here. Look, Hunter Henry will go, but he you know, look, he's there already. This is what your roster is supposed to look like right now going in the real draft. He's there right now everywhere. 25. I still haven't seen it. Okay, Michael Stonebreaker at 27 years old. And it will be his choice with him. You know what I mean? He's superstar, but he still play at a high level. Here we go, Jerry Tillery, Fearmonger at 98. This will be a situation right here. This is a guy that, okay, Mike, you don't have to pay this guy no more. I'm going to take the signing bonus off. He'll lose the Fearmonger and go down to superstar and sit in free agency, or you try to trade him. Get some value for him. It is what it is. Feel me? But then he's young. Here we go. I can't. Kind of 30-year-old Drew Tranquil. He's going to lose his X Factor. If he's not top 10 in stats, he'll lose his X Factor. And it's up to Mike to want to keep him or not. Simple as that. Woozy always up in the top, so now 28. Now I said this because you go to the Giants roster right now and you go look at Shaquem Griffin. He topping everything right now. He's 30 years old, so this guy won't lose nothing because he's playing at a high level right now. So it's his choice. Now if he want, he can cut him because he won't have no signing bonus issue or nothing like that, but it's his choice. But this guy's still playing at a high level, so as long as they playing at a high level, they'll keep their superstar abilities. So now what's going to happen is we start taking all these superstars away and these X Factors away. Now when these rookies come out, their snaps are going to start counting now, because I'm not overpowering the league with the superstar X Factors and all that stuff. So it starts to reset itself again. So now we start getting rid of some of these guys, putting them in free agency. They start dropping, they start getting off the game, and now you got your rosters cleaned up to the point where you can take on what's great coming this real draft. And most of y'all that played in my real draft league, you know how shit is. Now the first draft is always the best because it's the realest stats possible. Alright, now it ain't gonna be a lot of superstars coming out in the real draft rosters. Y'all gotta know this. Alright, because if you think about it, in real life we ain't gonna have fucking 30 superstars coming out in the draft right now. So it's going to be a selective few superstars, but again, you have the build. You're going to get a lot of stars coming out, and those guys had an opportunity to get moved. All about how you play with them. So it's y'all call, you feel me? So you're going to still have that balance where you have the old rosters where the last 3 draft classes you had, those guys still matter for you, so you can still play them, and they're all superstars, and y'all built them, and they pretty solid. And then you bring in this next wave in, where you match with your roster and be able to will and deal, trade off people, bring people in, new starters, and it starts to change. It starts to get back, and you have a new breathed league, and it starts over without us having to start a whole new league, and we get to keep one league from here on out. If it works. If it don't work, we go back next to 21 Madden, and we go back to doing it the regular way. But right now, this is how you do it. You got to clean your rosters up. And a lot of these old heads that's sitting on X Factors and superstars and all that is going to come down. I'm also, and you guys that have been with me for a long time, taking suggestions too, man. It's not a dictatorship. It's a us thing. Feel me? I always feel like this league has been us. It's only as good as the bottom member in the league is. I always, tell everybody this is our league. So let's find a way to keep it great, man. Make it pop right now. We got a lot of guys not playing games right now, man. And it's a lot of it's strategic right now, because a lot of these guys that's not playing, they all been in my real draft league, and they're doing it on purpose because they want them real draft rosters. They want the draft pick. Usually we come in and the guys that made the playoff get the top 10 picks and all that shit. But right now, it's wherever you finish at is where you pick at. Wherever you traded for a pick is where you pick at. So some of these guys is tanking on purpose right now. And I'm allowing it for this season, but that tanking shit is over with. Ain't no more tanking, none of that stuff, because it's no point for it. No more tanking. You gotta start playing your fucking games, man. And we're gonna hold y'all accountable to if you don't play 3 games in the season, you better have an excuse on why you're not playing those 3 games. And if not, then we just gonna remove you, bro. Like, it's just that simple right now, man. I don't think you guys understand how much work I'm gonna have to put in to make all this shit work, man. Because I gotta watch film on these rookies. I gotta be able to individually make every fucking rookie, bro. I'm not downloading nobody else's roster. I'm not doing all that shit. I make this shit myself. I got a lot of fucking work to do. I gotta clean up everybody's rosters right now. Get rid of these old motherfuckers that's people hoarding and all that stuff. Y'all gotta understand the work I'm putting in right now, and I hope y'all respect that work I'm putting in, because once that work is done, what type of league we gonna have. Y'all know that shit. So You know, when I be talking that shit, y'all don't appreciate shit. Y'all some selfish ass motherfuckers, this and that. I'm telling y'all, appreciate it, because there's a lot of shit I gotta do, man, that ain't too many other people has a permission to do. And I do it because I love playing Madden and I love the whole franchise atmosphere. But I do it because I like the fact that this is the closest thing to me being I play my favorite sport. You get to be everything, GM, the player, you get to be all that shit. So I'm gonna do it to my best of my ability. I'm not never gonna take no days off fucking with Madden with y'all. I'm gonna make sure we get this shit right and it's popping. And you already know how our shit go, man. We've got one of the best leagues around by far, fellas. Also, we're starting back up with the real talks. Y'all that dealt with me in real draft, you know how the real talks go. Usually Boone is on deck with that. I think once he get back, he'll be back on there. But y'all know how the real talks go, man. Let's get to it and get some things done. Again, suggestions is needed, man. I will put out, not end games. Our end game rules will all stay the same, but I will put out league rules on what's going to happen. And the other thing is this. I haven't worked it out yet. I don't know how to do it, but some of you guys might want to play with different teams. All right, so I do know this. I'm turning coach and firing back on, and I haven't worked it out with DC Hitter yet, or Falk, or anybody else in the rules chat. I haven't really worked this stuff out, or the guys that kind of like started the league, Mike, Jungle, Bigger Belly. I haven't talked to these guys yet to figure out how do we get guys to be able to change teams. Not on some Onk and Redskin shit where y'all take y'all whole fucking team with y'all. I'm saying, like, for example, the Eagles doesn't want to be in his division anymore. He's sick of it. He wants something new. And the Falcons is willing to change with it. They can leave and go switch teams, right? So I think that's one way to do it. But also turning coach and firing. What happens if you get fired and you can't get your team back if you get fired? But if somebody else get fired along with you, all right, put it this way. Let's say you're the only person that got fired. You got till in advance to get your team back, or I can bring a new member in the league. But if two people get fired, y'all can't go back to y'all same teams. Y'all have to go to the different team. So if Ryan if Nano and 49ers get fired and I get fired, Nano takes the Jaguars, I gotta take the 49ers. What do y'all think about that? You think that can work for us? Because in real life, man, you get fired, you ain't getting your fucking team back. It's that simple. Anybody got any type of advice for me in that situation? Because I know some people want to move, man. I'm not gonna put everybody out there that want to do it. But if you do want a new challenge and another team, you want, what I mean. I'm also gonna turn location drones back on, so you guys, it's going to be stipulations to it, but some of you guys can move and go get those other teams like the Thunder Wolves or something, or move your team somewhere else. You guys, you want to play in a stadium and shit like that. I'm gonna start doing all that. But here's the kicker to that: if I do that and you only a coach, you have to change yourself to an owner, and you are going to lose all your stats and stuff as a coach. So if you turn yourself to an owner to be able to move your teams and shit like that, you're gonna have to start over with building a coach. Now you can go get a coach that's already leveled up already, but you're gonna lose everything you worked for up to this point. How do you get fired? Usually when at the beginning of the year they ask you how many games you're gonna win, and some of y'all just dumb and be like, I'm winning the Super Bowl, and then win 4 games. Well, your ass getting fired. So be smart like DC Snake Eyes is. Every time they ask him how many games you gonna win, coach, he picked 4. You ain't gonna get fired that way though. You know what I'm saying? Because if you win 4 games, they expect you better not lose more than 4 games. So at the beginning of each season, before you go in the regular season, they're gonna ask you how do you feel like your team gonna do, and you get to pick 4, 7, playoffs, or Super Bowl. If you don't do what you say you're gonna do, they gonna fire your ass. So think about that, because if we do use that system, you get fired, you don't get your team back. Think about all the hard work you put into your team, and you gotta lose it because you got fired. So that's important. I'm not saying that's what we're going to do. That's just an idea. What you mean? Hit its timestamp highlights. Talk to me, kid. Yeah, so you make playoffs every year. If you don't make the playoffs, you're going to get fired. But I haven't had them on. I turned them off. But I'm going to turn them back on. Hit it, man. I'm trying, man. Holla at me. I want to know what you mean by that. Timestamp highlights. Oh yeah, yeah. So this is So look, yeah, y'all right, yo. We got a lot of work coming on. So here's the things that's coming back on the plus side of RDL. I'm gonna post some old videos from our old leagues into the chat. We do a lot of stuff where I would do videos, all right? So we're gonna bring back the ESPN situation. So y'all gonna have to start time stamping y'all highlights. Where we do top 10 plays, and we do put it on the show. We broadcast it and do shows. We do Hey Rookie, all right. We do a Hey Rookie segment where I actually mix real life shit with these guys, NFL games and stuff from them college. So for example, if one of y'all drafted Jerry Jeudy and he's having a great season, I might go do a video of Jerry Jeudy of your gameplay with him and what he was doing in college and put a nice little footage together for y'all, and we call it the Hey Rookie segment. Our Real Talks is it's just our new place. It's the podcast show pretty much. That's what we do. What I'm doing right now, but we talk our shit, talk about teams, you know, the regular shit. But we're gonna bring back all that stuff, the ESPN shit, the games of the week. We're gonna really make big deals out of stuff. A lot of this stuff is gonna get broadcasted, and we're gonna get back into all that stuff. It's time to get back to it now. So we got a lot. Like I said again, fellas, it's a lot of work. A lot of work. The other idea was we also was thinking about putting a $10 league fee on the league, but giving back to people in the league. You know what I'm saying? Everybody paid $10, put that $10 in the pot. A lot of that gonna go in my pocket. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all for the work I'm doing. I think y'all all should appreciate that. The other flip part of it would be Super Bowl winner. I want to get them a trophy and send it to you. You know what I'm saying? NFC, AFC winners, all division winners, get your $10 back to better get back in the league. Award winners, certain situations, money can go back to people. But it's only a two season stamp for it. So you really have paid $20 for 2 seasons for me to be able to bring trophies. Again, I'm only charging for 2 seasons, but yeah, we might play 8 or 9 seasons. That means I have to spend money to get trophies and all the stuff that I'm saying I'm going to bring to the table for this situation. Also, you know, to move that in that direction. I would like to get into that, do it. I don't want it to be a money league. It's not what I'm really trying to say. I don't want it to be a money league at all. What I want it to be is, I don't know, I just want to do different shit, fellas. It's time, man. We all a fucking family over this motherfucker, you feel me? Most of y'all been dealing with me since Madden 17, man. And I've been putting this work in for y'all since Madden 17. So it's about time for that shit right now. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's time to do all that shit, man, for real. And I love to be able to send a trophy shot. I want a trophy, fuck that. MVP, all that shit. We want all that. Now, when it come down to that, though, computer games is not getting played anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if we're going to be giving something out for award winners and all that shit, whatever the case may be, that shit going to have to stop. You know what I'm talking about? So that just means all 32 members got to play their fucking games. It's that simple. Pay attention to the chat, because there's going to be a whole set of new league rules that's coming out for all y'all that's down with me. Now, if niggas don't want to participate to this or think, you know, fuck that, nobody, if they do this $10 fee shit for 2 seasons shit, I ain't playing, fuck that, bye, leave. You know what I'm saying? Leave. I don't give a fuck, because that's on you. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like none of y'all should feel that way. Any of y'all should be like, you know, appreciate the nigga for doing what he do for y'all. Period. Like, at the end of the day, you can know one thing when you deal with me. You're going to have a league that's going to last. You got a league that's going to get ran. You're going to have a lot of bitching in that league because it's highly competitive. People going to have fun. You're going to have up and down moments. You ain't going to better stand people you deal with in the league. You're going to be best friends with people in the league on chat. Then you ain't going to talk to them niggas no more. It's going to be all type of shit that go on. But guess what? This is our social life, right? This is what we do. Outside of the shit y'all do in real life, outside of that, here's y'all second life right here, man. We all fuck with each other no matter if I'm in chat with you or not. As long as you in the same league as me, we all have a relationship. We all fuck with each other. As simple as that, man. This is like our soap opera. When the women get to go watch Love and Hip Hop and all that shit, or the stories and all that, or everybody but Mrs. Goodell, but she's something different. We here playing Madden. It's our social life. This is our our soap opera, and we need to put this our reality TV show, and we need to get this shit on YouTube as much as possible. Everything we're doing, man. So I would love to hear y'all feedback on how y'all feel about everything I'm talking about today. Anybody got any advice for me how things can go? Whatever, all that shit. What if someone had to go on vacation or something and can't be here, like boom, right now? They get fired. Nah, Reef, no. So, all right, so look, without me telling you Boom's situation, I knew Boom wasn't going to be able to play. I'll give you a prime example. Mark plays his games when he can right now, up until April. I'm not going to kick Mark out the league because everybody know Mark will play his games. Mark just doesn't care if you give him a forced loss or not. He's going to play all of his games, but he don't care. But Mark's at training right now for the military until April. So Mark is borrowing somebody's TV because he's out in camp. Like, he's actually going through training right now. So when he get the time to get on the game and play, he's going to play. So that's an excuse, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to get fired at all. Like, if he does get fired, he get back on his team. But I'll coach those guys. You guys is not going to be around. You're going to have to just manage your team somehow, like, or figure it out. If that happens, bottom line, you have to have an excuse, and it has to be a legit excuse. Now, if you just somebody hit me with some bullshit, like, I ain't gonna say no names, but at like week 6, somebody had 6 losses already, or 4 losses, and already calculated they wasn't gonna make the playoffs, and just haven't been active since, because he knew he wasn't making the playoffs. Now that's something different. You feel me? Like, so with with firing coaches on, you know, that team might lose his team for doing some bullshit like that. We just trying to get away from the tanking, because everybody plays the game enough. And also another thing is, the league is great. Slow down. When we get in the real draft, bro, we're not gonna be stuck on this fucking 12 to 8, 18 hour. We're not gonna be stuck on that no more. Like we gonna go back to slowing the league down and go back to people being able to schedule their games and play their games, because I'm getting tired of people not playing right now. Like, it's just nuts. People not playing. As soon as we get to week 9, don't nobody want to play no more, because they not gonna make the playoffs and all that shit, and it doesn't matter. So we're gonna slow the league down, fellas. I ain't saying it's 42 completely, but we slowing it down to the point where you will be able to schedule your game and get the time if you need it. All right, that's my word I'm giving y'all. All right, so pretty much that's all I wanted to really talk about. Just wanted to get us into that real, because we in week 16 right now. We'll be in week 17 tonight. Fuck around being in the playoffs tonight. So I just want to get everybody on deck with what's going on and how we moving. And if you rocking with me, you down with it. If you're not, man, just go ahead and let me know so I can get somebody else on your team. It's that simple, and we keep it pushing from there. You heard? But it's going to be a lot of fun, yo, because we're going to bring back all the old shit we was doing in real drafts. The videos, the ESPNs, the top 10 moments, all that shit. We're going to get all that shit to keep us all engaged and enjoying ourselves. You heard? But this year I ain't making no raps up, no diss raps or nothing like that. We ain't doing all that. We staying away from all that. Shit talk, but we ain't going that hard. That shit got ugly last time. Let's stay away from that, man. This your boy AntHits's, the franchise guru. Holla at me when y'all holla at me.